What if the wait is finally over? Imagine the screen fading to black, the music building, and then the official trailer for Heartland Season 19 bursts onto the scene. Fans across the world hold their breath, searching for every clue, every frame, every hint of what lies ahead for Amy, Lindy, Jack, and the entire Heartland family. The trailer isn't just a preview, it's a promise that the legacy continues, that the story we have followed for nearly 2 decades is about to enter a bold new chapter. The excitement surrounding Heartland Season 19 has reached a fever pitch, and with the release of the official trailer, anticipation has turned into pure energy. For many viewers, this trailer is more than just a sneak peek, it's confirmation that the long wait is worth it, that the world of Heartland is ready to open its doors again. As soon as the trailer dropped, fans rushed online, dissecting every second, pausing and rewinding to catch the smallest details. What horse is Amy riding in that opening shot? Why does Lindy look older, more confident, perhaps even ready to step into her mother's shoes? And what about those quick glimpses of Jack and Tim, faces weathered with years of family battles, yet still holding the strength that has carried the ranch through thick and thin? Each frame feels like a treasure, chest waiting to be unlocked. Heartland has never been a show about cheap thrills. Its magic lies in the way it weaves ordinary family struggles with extraordinary emotional depth. And that's why this trailer feels different. It doesn't simply show us moments, it shows us transformations. Amy, once the young horse whisperer, is now stepping fully into her role as the matriarch of Heartland, guiding her daughter while still carrying the weight of her past. The trailer teases this evolution with subtle but powerful imagery, scenes of her riding across the ranch, training horses with quiet determination, and sharing heartfelt conversations with those closest to her. There is a sense that Amy's journey is no longer just about survival, it's about legacy. But the trailer also raises questions that refuse to let fans rest. Who is that mysterious figure standing near the barn in the evening light? Is it someone from Amy's past returning, unexpectedly, or a completely new character ready to reshape her story? The editing hints at secrets, tension, and perhaps even danger, elements that remind us that Heartland is not only about comfort, but also about the trials that force its characters to grow. Viewers are left guessing, and that suspense is what makes this trailer so powerful. Lindy, too, emerges as more than just a child of Heartland. In flashes, we see her interacting with horses, her face glowing with the same determination Amy once had. Could this be the season where Lindy begins to take her first true steps toward becoming the next heart of the ranch? The trailer seems to suggest so, and longtime fans can't help but draw parallels between Amy's youth and Lindy's present. There's something deeply moving about watching a new generation rise, carrying forward the spirit of Heartland while adding her own voice to the story. Then there are the questions surrounding the wider family. Lou, balancing her duties as a mother and mayor, appears in quick glimpses that hint at new challenges. Jack, the rock of the family, carries an expression that suggests both wisdom and worry. Tim, never far from conflict, looks as though he will once again be pulled into storylines that test his loyalty, his patience, and perhaps his future. Every cut of the trailer reminds fans that this isn't just Amy's story anymore. It's a collective journey where every character's choices ripple across the ranch and beyond. And of course, the shadow of the past still lingers. Ties. Absence has shaped the series ever since that painful farewell, but the trailer seems to carry a quiet message. Heartland is not forgetting its past. It's building on it. Every smile from Amy, every lesson she teaches Lindy, every silent glance toward the horizon feels like a tribute to the love story that once defined the show. Fans watching the trailer can feel the weight of that history, even as they are pulled toward the promise of new beginnings. The beauty of this trailer lies in its balance. It delivers nostalgia and familiarity, images of the ranch, the horses, the sunsets over Alberta's sweeping landscapes. But it also teases bold changes. It whispers that Season 19 will not simply be a continuation, but a transformation. It will challenge the characters, surprise the fans, and remind everyone why Heartland has endured as Canada's most cherished family drama. The question is no longer whether Season 19 will live up to expectations. The question now is, are fans ready for what's coming? Because if the trailer is any indication, Heartland's 19th season isn't just another chapter. It's the start of a brand new era. The release of Heartland Season 19's trailer has not only stirred excitement, but also sparked countless theories about where the story is heading. Fans who have followed the series from its earliest days know that every trailer is more than just a marketing tool. It's a carefully constructed puzzle. Every line of dialogue, every fleeting image, and every emotional beat is chosen to set the stage without revealing too much. And this trailer has done exactly that, sending the Heartland community into a frenzy of speculation. One of the most discussed elements is the sense of change that hangs over the footage. The ranch looks familiar, yet something feels different. The way the trailer is framed suggests that this season could be about transitions, about passing the torch to the next generation while still honoring the old guard. Lindy's role is at the center of these conversations. For the first time, she is portrayed not only as Amy's daughter, but as a character who could soon carry her own storylines. Shots of her interacting with horses, her confident expressions, and her quiet determination make it clear that Lindy is no longer just a background presence. She could very well become one of the defining forces of Season 19, but this raises even bigger questions. How will Amy handle this shift? For so long, Amy has been both mother and mentor, balancing her responsibilities to the ranch, her family, and her clients. Now, she must also guide Lindy as the young girl begins to step into her legacy. This dual role could create moments of tension, especially as Lindy develops her own opinions and instincts. Viewers are already predicting emotional scenes where Amy must decide whether to protect her daughter from the harder truths of ranch life or allow her to face challenges head-on. Meanwhile, the trailer drops hints that Amy's personal journey might take unexpected turns. A mysterious new character appears in a few brief but striking moments. Their presence is enough to spark debates. Is this someone who will test Amy's emotional boundaries? Could this figure bring romance, rivalry, or even danger? The Heartland writers have a reputation for weaving new characters into the story in ways that challenge and expand the lives of the established cast. And if this season follows that tradition, Amy could be facing some of the most dramatic changes of her life since Ty's departure. Lou's storyline also seems poised for major developments. The trailer suggests her role as mayor will once again collide with her family commitments, creating dilemmas that could strain her relationships. Fans speculate about whether Lou will have to make difficult sacrifices, balancing her public duty with the needs of her loved ones. For many, Lou represents the constant struggle between personal ambition and family loyalty, and Season 19 could push her character to new limits. And then there's Jack, the heart and soul of Heartland. In the trailer, his face carries both strength and sorrow, as though he is preparing for challenges that cannot be avoided. Jack has always been the foundation upon which the family stands, but the footage hints that he may be tested in ways that could shake even his legendary resilience. Some fans wonder if this season will explore themes of aging, legacy, and the difficult reality of passing responsibilities down to younger generations. If so, Jack's journey could be one of the most emotional arcs of the season. A reminder that even the strongest pillars eventually must lean on others for support. Tim, as always, seems to be at the center of conflict. The trailer offers glimpses of him in tense confrontations, suggesting that old rivalries or new challenges will once again draw him into heated situations. Tim's character has always been unpredictable, capable of great loyalty, but also prone to impulsive decisions. Fans are eager to see whether he will rise to the occasion as a steadying influence or fall into old patterns that create chaos. For the family, either way, his storyline is bound to add intensity to the season. What makes this trailer so captivating is the way it balances hope with uncertainty. On one hand, we see moments of joy, family dinners, laughter in the barn, horses galloping across the fields. On the other, there are flashes of tension, sharp words exchanged, worried glances, and scenes filled with unspoken questions. This duality is exactly what keeps Heartland fans hooked. It mirrors real life, where happiness and hardship are always intertwined. As Season 19 prepares to unfold, the trailer makes one thing clear: the stakes have never been higher. Every character appears to be standing at a crossroads, and the choices they make will shape not only their futures, but the future of Heartland itself. Fans watching the trailer are left with more questions than answers, and that is precisely why the anticipation is so powerful. Heartland has once again proven that it knows how to capture hearts, stir emotions, and build suspense, all while staying true to the values that made it beloved in the first place. The beauty of Heartland has always been its ability to connect. with viewers on a deeply emotional level, and the Season 19 trailer captures that essence perfectly. It doesn't rely on shocking twists alone, but instead builds tension through the small details. The lingering looks, the unspoken words, the emotions written across the characters' faces. These details leave fans wondering not just what will happen, but how the characters will feel when it does. And that, perhaps, is where the greatest power of Season 19 lies, in its promise of emotional truth. Take Amy, for example. The trailer shows her in moments of quiet reflection, standing alone against the backdrop of Alberta's sweeping landscapes. These images are more than just scenic. They represent the weight of responsibility she carries. Amy has grown from a young woman struggling to find her place into the steady anchor of the Heartland family. Yet, in Season 19, the trailer hints that she may be tested in ways that challenge her sense of balance. Will she be able to juggle motherhood, her professional work with horses, and the emotional complexities of her own heart? Fans sense that Amy could be standing at the edge of change, and that this season may push her to make decisions that redefine her future. The trailer also cleverly stirs speculation about Amy's personal relationships. After Ty's heartbreaking departure, the series shifted its focus toward Amy's resilience and independence. But now, fans wonder, could Season 19 explore the possibility of Amy opening her heart again? The brief appearance of a new character has set the fandom buzzing. Is this someone who could bring companionship, perhaps even love, back into Amy's life? Or is this a storyline that will highlight her struggles with moving forward while honoring the past? The ambiguity fuels countless discussions, reminding everyone that Heartland thrives on the delicate balance between hope and heartache. Lindy's arc, meanwhile, is emerging as one of the most exciting elements of the new season. In the trailer, we see her taking on responsibilities that suggest she is no longer a child living in her mother's shadow. She is starting to show the spark of independence, courage, and determination that fans recognize from Amy's younger years. Could this season be the beginning of Lindy's journey as the next great horse whisperer? The thought excites longtime viewers who have always cherished the generational storytelling of Heartland. Watching Lindy grow into her own identity while carrying the Fleming legacy could be one of the most moving storylines the show has ever attempted. But while the younger generation steps forward, the older one still holds the heart of the ranch. Jack's presence in the trailer is both reassuring and unsettling. His steady voice and wise words have always guided the family, but this time there's a shadow in his eyes, a sense that he may be confronting challenges he cannot easily solve. Could this season force Jack to face his own limitations? And if so, how will the family rally around him? The possibility of Jack's vulnerability is a storyline that both excites and worries fans, because Jack is not just a character, he's the embodiment of Heartland's spirit. Lou, too, seems to be caught in the push and pull of her responsibilities. The trailer hints at moments of triumph, but also of conflict, as her duties as mayor and as a mother clash in unpredictable ways. Lou has always been ambitious, but ambition often comes with sacrifices. Fans are bracing for emotional storylines, where Lou may have to choose between her family and her career. And whatever path she takes will undoubtedly stir strong reactions among viewers. And then there's Tim. Love him or hate him, Tim's storylines are never simple. The trailer teases heated exchanges and high-stakes situations, leaving fans to wonder whether he will once again stir trouble or finally find peace. His complicated history makes every decision he takes unpredictable, and that unpredictability ensures that his presence in Season 19 will keep audiences on edge. What's striking about the trailer is how it teases not just individual journeys, but the interconnectedness of the Heartland family. Every choice made by one character ripples through the lives of the others. The stakes feel higher than ever, because this season doesn't just seem to be about day-to-day ranch life. It feels like it's about the future of the family as a whole. Can they hold together through the storms ahead, or will the pressures of change begin to pull them apart? That question lingers long after the trailer ends. For nearly 2 decades, Heartland has proven that it's not afraid to take risks, whether it's saying goodbye to beloved characters or introducing new ones who reshape the dynamics. Season 19 looks ready to continue that tradition. The trailer doesn't give away all the answers, but it makes one thing clear. This season will be one of transformation, challenge, and unforgettable emotion. And for fans who have been waiting, analyzing, and hoping, that promise is enough to set hearts racing. As the Heartland Season 19 trailer continues to be dissected by fans, one theme becomes clear. This season will not only revisit familiar struggles, but also push the story into bold, uncharted territory. The footage suggests that the ranch, which has always been the steady backdrop of the series, may itself become a central point of conflict. Subtle shots of tense conversations in the barn, worried glances around the dinner table, and scenes set against stormy skies hint at challenges that could threaten the very foundation of Heartland. Could the ranch, the heart of the family, face obstacles that test its survival? The thought sends chills through the audience because Heartland has never just been a place. It has been a symbol of love, healing, and resilience. To see it in danger raises the stakes higher than ever. Amy's role in these challenges cannot be understated. She is no longer just the daughter of Heartland, nor simply Ty's widow raising Lindy. She has become the central pillar that holds the family together. The trailer hints at Amy being pulled in multiple directions, balancing her work with horses, her responsibilities as a mother, and the possibility of new relationships entering her life. The weight on her shoulders is immense, and fans are already bracing themselves for the emotional toll her journey will take. Will Amy be able to preserve the harmony of Heartland, or will the pressure force her to make sacrifices she never imagined? The uncertainty is part of what makes this season feel so compelling. Lindy's story appears equally pivotal. In the trailer, we see her with a determination in her eyes that fans have never witnessed before. It's the look of someone stepping out of childhood and into responsibility. The trailer shows her learning, observing, and beginning to act with confidence, signs that she may take her first true steps towards shaping the future of the ranch. But this growth won't come without challenges. Fans suspect that Lindy could face moments of fear, doubt, or even rebellion as she struggles to find her own voice in a world defined by her family's legacy. This tension between guidance and independence could create some of the most emotional scenes of the season, as Amy learns to let her daughter make mistakes while still offering the wisdom only a mother can provide. The wider family, too, seems caught in a whirlwind of change. Jack, the steadfast anchor of the ranch, shows flashes of vulnerability in the trailer. There are moments where his face seems etched with worry, as though he knows the storms ahead may test even his unshakable resolve. Could this season bring challenges to Jack's health, or perhaps force him to confront the idea of stepping back and allowing others to take on greater responsibilities? Such possibilities weigh heavily on fans' minds, because Jack has always been more than just a character. He is the soul of Heartland itself. Seeing him in moments of doubt creates both tension and deep emotional resonance. Lou, on the other hand, appears to be wrestling with her usual struggle, the balance between her political role and her family life. The trailer hints at her facing decisions that could have far-reaching consequences, both for her loved ones and the larger community. Will she succeed in keeping her two worlds aligned, or will she find herself at a crossroads where one has to give way? Fans know Lou's choices have always been complicated, and Season 19 looks set to test her in ways she has never experienced before. Tim's arc is once again cloaked in mystery. The glimpses we see suggest confrontation, passion, and turmoil. Whether it's old grudges resurfacing or new challenges arising, Tim's presence ensures drama is never far behind. Some fans wonder if this season could finally bring redemption for him, or if he will once again walk the fine line between ally and adversary. His unpredictability keeps viewers guessing, and the trailer offers just enough hints to ensure his storyline will be among the most hotly debated. What makes all of these elements so powerful is the sense of legacy that hangs over the entire season. Heartland has reached its 19th year, a milestone that very few dramas ever achieve. This means that every storyline now feels bigger, more significant, more tied to the legacy the show has built over nearly 2 decades. Fans know the end will eventually come, but Season 19 doesn't feel like an ending. Instead, it feels like the beginning of something new. An era where the past and future collide, where old lessons guide new journeys, and where the Heartland family must once again rise to the occasion. The trailer leaves viewers with more questions than answers, and that's exactly why the excitement has reached such a fever pitch. Who is the mysterious new face appearing briefly in the shadows? What challenges will the ranch face? And how will the family overcome them? Will Amy find herself pulled toward love again, or will she focus solely on building her daughter's future? These questions create a web of suspense, ensuring that fans will spend the months leading up to the premiere in endless discussion and speculation. One thing is certain, Heartland Season 19 is not just another chapter. It is a turning point. The official trailer doesn't simply show us what's coming, it reminds us why we fell in love with the show in the first place. It teases heartbreak and hope, struggle and triumph, endings and beginnings, all the ingredients that make Heartland one of the most enduring dramas of its time. And so, as the dust settles on the official trailer for Heartland Season 19, one truth becomes clear. This is not just another season, it is a continuation of a legacy that has touched millions of hearts around the world. For nearly 2 decades, the story of the Fleming family, the trials of ranch life, and the timeless bond between people and horses have kept audiences coming back year after year. Now, as the 19th season prepares to unfold, fans find themselves standing at the edge of something extraordinary. The trailer is more than a glimpse of what's coming. It's a promise that the values, emotions, and magic that define Heartland are stronger than ever. What makes this moment so powerful is the connection between the show and its audience. Heartland has always been more than a television series. It has been a reflection of family, resilience, and the courage to face life's storms. The characters have grown with us. We watched Amy transform from a grieving teenager into a strong mother and skilled horsewoman. We saw Ty's journey from troubled youth to beloved partner, and even in his absence, his memory continues to guide the story. We've celebrated Jack's wisdom, Lou's determination, Tim's fiery spirit, and Lindy's first steps into the world. These aren't just characters, they feel like family. That's why every new season feels like a reunion, and every trailer feels like an invitation to return home. Season 19 carries special weight. 19 years is a milestone few shows ever reach, and with each passing year, fans know that every episode matters. This awareness makes the trailer even more emotional, because it doesn't just tease the future. It makes us reflect on the journey we've already taken. The highs and lows, the heartbreaks and triumphs, the laughter and tears, they all echo in the moments we see on screen. When Amy rides across the fields, we remember her earliest rides with Ty. When Jack offers advice, we hear the echoes of past seasons, guiding the younger generation forward. When Lindy takes bold steps, we see a future filled with hope. And yet, with hope comes uncertainty. The trailer raises questions that we cannot yet answer. Who is the mysterious new figure who appears briefly in the shadows? Will Amy's heart open to love again? Or will she remain devoted to her work and her daughter's future? Can Jack continue to hold the family together as challenges mount? Will Lou find balance between her ambitions and her home? And what surprises does Tim's unpredictable nature hold for the family this time? These questions don't frustrate us. They excite us. They remind us that Heartland is a living, breathing story, always moving forward, always evolving, always keeping us on edge, while touching the deepest corners of our hearts. But perhaps the most important message of this trailer is resilience. Heartland has shown us, season after season, that loss is not the end, but the beginning of growth. It has proven that family is not defined by perfection, but by loyalty, forgiveness, and love. Season 19 looks ready to carry those lessons forward, showing us how each character continues to grow, how the family adapts to change, and how the ranch itself remains a symbol of endurance. In a world that often feels uncertain, Heartland reminds us that some bonds can withstand any storm. Now, as we look ahead to the premiere, the anticipation becomes part of the journey. Fans around the world are waiting, discussing theories, sharing predictions, and counting the days until the new season arrives. And that's the beauty of Heartland. It doesn't just live on screen, it lives in the conversations we have, the memories we hold, and the hope we carry for what's next. So, what do you think? Will season 19 bring Amy a new chapter of love, or will her focus remain on guiding Lindy's journey? Will Jack face challenges that force him to pass the torch, or will he once again prove his unshakable strength? Will Lou finally find the balance she has always searched for, and will Tim surprise us with redemption, or with more chaos? The answers are waiting, hidden just beyond the trailer, ready to unfold in the episodes to come. Until then, the story is ours to imagine, to discuss, and to celebrate. That's the magic of being a fan. You're not just watching the story, you're living it alongside the characters, feeling every triumph, every setback, every moment of joy and heartbreak. And as season 19 approaches, we are reminded once again why Heartland is not just a drama, but a tradition. If you've stayed with us until now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What moments from the trailer stood out the most to you? Which storyline are you most excited to see unfold? Share your predictions and hopes in the comments below. I'll be reading them all because your voice is part of what makes this community so special. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our updates on Heartland Season 19. This is only the beginning. The trailer has set the stage, the excitement is building, and soon the story will return. Until then, hold on to the spirit of Heartland, the spirit of family, resilience, and love that has carried us through 18 unforgettable seasons and is now leading us into the 19th. Thank you for watching, thank you for being part of this journey, and until we meet again, stay hopeful, stay strong, and keep believing in the magic of Heartland.